Hello everyone, my name is Shayne and welcome to today's yoga session. Today's class will be an intermediate level. If at any time during the class you feel like you need to have a short break, reset, or you're simply finding some moves challenging throughout the class, then you will move into child's pose. Feel free to stay here as long as you need before you rejoin the practice. For everyone else, do your best to follow along with the sequence to the best of your ability. We will begin the session by standing at the top of the mat with your feet shoulder width apart and hands to the sides of the body with the palms facing forward. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes as we take 3 deep breaths here. On the inhale, breathing in through the nose, lifting the shoulders tall through the spine, and then on the exhale, breathing out through the mouth, relaxing the shoulders and softening the knees. Again, inhale in through the nose, filling the body, and then slowly exhaling out through the mouth and relaxing the body. One more deep breath here. Inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders, straighten the legs, and then on the exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the knees as you breathe all of the air out. Gently open the eyes, and from here, lifting the hands up high above, reaching for the sky, then diving your arms to the ground as you let your arms and hands hang. Relaxing the back of the legs, softening the spine, relaxing the head. On your next breath, taking your hands to your shins, creating a nice flat back with the spine, keeping the eye gaze down. And then on the exhale, folding the hips a little bit more, mounting your chest to your thighs. And again, relaxing the arms to the floor. On the next inhale, bending your knees as much as you need to until your palms go flat onto the mat just outside your feet. From here, taking the right foot back behind you into a high lunge. Then stepping the left foot back into a high plank position, holding strong here. On the next breath, slowly lowering your knees to the floor. And then slowly bending through the elbows as you take your chest down to the floor, inch by inch, staying in control the entire time. Once you reach the floor, untuck the toes, push through the hands as you lift your chest slightly off the ground into baby cobra. And then on the next breath, taking the chest back down to the floor, retucking the toes as you lift the hips up high and back into your first downward dog. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, create a nice strong base. Turning the heels slightly out as you start to walk out the feet. Bending from one knee into the other as you start to loosen up the back of the legs. We only stay here for 3 breaths. Mounting your chest to the floor, keep your spine nice and long and the hips high. The arms are straight and strong as you keep a strong support base with your limbs. Mounting the head between the arms. One more deep breath here as you continue to walk out the legs. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, breathing out. On the next inhale, lifting that right foot up slightly into the air. Then bringing the knee in between the arms, landing the foot gently between the hands. If you need to take an extra step, then that's totally fine. Once you're there, lifting the left leg up in to meet the right foot and then folding forward. On the next inhale, take your hands to your shins, again looking slightly up, and then on the exhale, mounting the hands back to the floor or as low as they can go and relaxing your chest to your legs. On the next breath in, slowly coming up vertebrae by vertebrae through the spine. Taking your time as you come up, feeling every inch of muscle. The last thing that will lift will be your head. Once you've reached the top, softly bending the knees, crossing the arms in front, then reaching up high into the sky, spreading the fingers wide, looking up. And then on the exhale, bringing the arms to the sides and the eyes back to center. One more time, inhale, crossing the arms, bending the knees, then reaching up into the sky, looking up. On the exhale, diving from the hips, taking the arms to the floor, mount the chest, soften the back of the legs. On the inhale, take your hands to your shins, create a flat back, nice and long. And then on the exhale, mounting your chest to the floor, relaxing the arms. On the next breath, softly bend the knees, just like we did the first time, till your palms touch your mat. This time, taking the left foot back behind you into a high lunge. Then taking the right foot back into a high plank position, staying strong. On this inhale, you can choose to lower the knees first or come down with me inch by inch, controlled through push-up. Right down to the floor. Once you've reached, untuck the toes and then just push up slightly into baby cobra. If you're feeling more open through the spine, then pushing up into high cobra. And then on the next breath, taking the chest back down to the floor. Retuck the toes and lifting up and back into your next downward dog of the practice. Keep the palms wide. Keep the base strong through the legs, through the arms as we stay here for 3 breaths. Again, just walking out through the legs, bending from one knee into the other, mounting the chest between the arms, relaxing the face. Taking one more deep breath here as you continue to walk out the legs. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, relaxing the chest. On the next inhale, lifting the left leg up slightly now into the air, then bringing the knee in between the arms, landing the foot gently between the hands. Then popping the right foot up to meet the left foot in between the hands as you fold forward. On the inhale, small lift through the spine, looking up. And then on the exhale, folding and mounting your chest down to your legs, relaxing the arms, relaxing the head. On the next inhale, just like the first time, I want you to slowly come up through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking it nice and smooth, nice and steady. The last thing that will lift will be your head as you re-bend the knees, cross the arms in front, then reach up high into the sky, looking up. And then this time when you come back to center, bringing the palms together down to the chest. If your feet aren't together already, take them together. As we'll start in the center, this time stepping the right foot out to the side, roughly 2 shoulder widths wide. Have the back toes facing the side wall, the front toes facing your front. Turn your body off to the side wall. This time, taking the arms out wide, one to the front and one to the back, palms facing down. I want you to inhale as you lift through the legs, through the spine. And then as you exhale, bending into your front knee as you slowly lower into Warrior 2. Slowly take your eye gaze and your head towards the front hand, taking the eye gaze over as we stay here for 3 breaths. I want you to reach out your hands and your arms to the sides, one to the front wall, one behind you, keeping them strong. On every inhale, lifting through the chest, and then on every exhale, mounting your hips down to the floor, relaxing into the legs. Inhale, lift, And then exhale, relax. One more time here, moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, relax. On the next inhale, straightening through that front leg, take the back hand so it rests on your back thigh, turning your front hand over. I want you to lift that front arm up so it stacks above your shoulders, taking the eye gaze up. Inhale, reach for the sky. And then on the exhale, bending into the front knee as you mount down with the hips to your mat, and you stretch that high hand up and back into your first sun warrior. Use that backhand for strong support as we stay here for 3 breaths. On the inhale, again reaching with that top arm nice and long. And then on the exhale, mounting the hips down towards the floor. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, mount. Last breath here, inhale, reach. And then exhale, mount. On the next inhale, straightening through that front leg, bringing that top hand down so it's horizontal with your shoulders. And then as you exhale, stepping the back foot up to meet the front, bringing the palms together at the chest. Moving into our sun salutations, inhale, cross and bend. Exhale, reach up to the sky, and then diving forward from the hips down to the floor. On the inhale, take your hands to your shins, create a flat back. And then exhale, mounting your chest to your legs. On the inhale, bending your knees enough so then your palms can touch the floor, again taking your right foot back into a high lunge. Taking your left foot back to meet in a high plank position. Again, taking your option if you choose to lower your knees or come down through your push-up position. This time to your 1 inch off the floor, hovering here. Then shift your weight forward and up as you move into an upward dog position. Or if your knees are down, low or high cobra. On the next breath, taking your chest back down as you retuck the toes and lift your hips up high and back into your downward dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. This time just relaxing into the pose, turning the heels to the side slightly. Feeling the back of the legs relax. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, mounting the chest to your floor. Inhale, breathing in, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, mounting the chest to the floor. One more deep breath here. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, mounting the chest to the floor. On the next breath, then lifting that right foot up high in the air, this time bringing the knee in between the arms, landing the foot softly between the hands. Lifting the left foot up and in to meet the right foot, folding forward. On the inhale, small lift, looking up. And then on the exhale, mounting your chest down to your legs. On the next breath in, again, just slowly and very smooth. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae up to top position, lifting the head last. Once you're there, crossing the arms, reaching up to the sky, taking the palms together and taking the hands slightly behind your head as you look up into a small back bend. Squeeze the glutes. And then as you exhale, bringing the palms down to heart center, back to reset. Repeating the same poses on the opposite side, this time taking the left foot back behind you. Again, 2 shoulder widths wide with the toes facing the side wall, front toes facing towards the front. Take your arms out to the sides in line with the shoulders, straighten through the legs. Inhale, lift through the chest. And then as you exhale, bending into that front leg as you mount the hips, reaching your arms out to the side walls. Staying here for 3 breaths. On the inhale, again, I want you to lift, keeping that spine long. And then on the exhale, slowly mount your hips and reach the arms to the sides. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax the hips. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, relax your hips. On the next inhale, taking that back hand to the back leg, turning the front hand over so it faces the sky, lifting it up so it stacks above your shoulder, taking the eye gaze with the hand. Moving into your sun warrior again, this time you will inhale, lift through the spine, reach through the top arm, and then as you exhale, mount into the hips, bending that front leg. Inhale, reach with the top arm, long spine, long arms. And then exhale, mount into the hips and relax the legs. One more breath, inhale, reach for the sky. And then exhale, relax into the hips, soften the legs. On the next inhale, bringing that top hand down horizontal with the shoulders. And then on the exhale, taking the back foot up to meet the front foot, taking the hands to the center, bringing your palms together. On your next breath, inhale, cross and bend the arms, reaching up to the sky. On the exhale, folding forward to the floor. On the inhale, take your hands to your shins, flap back nice and long. And then exhale, mounting your chest to your legs. On the inhale, softly bend the knees as much as you need, palms to floor. This time, stepping the left leg back into a high plank. Right foot back goes to meet. Once you're there, take your option or follow me as you come down through push-up, 1 inch off the floor. And then scooting forward and up into your upward dog position, keeping a strong focus through the arms. On the next breath, re-tucking the toes as you lift the hips high and back into your downward dog. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. On the inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs. And then as you exhale, mount the chest between the arms, softly lower your heels to your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, relax. On the next breath in, lifting the left leg up high into the sky, bringing the knee and then the foot in between the hands. Bringing the right foot up in to meet the left foot as you fold forward with the body. On the inhale, small lift, looking up. And then on the exhale, folding your chest and mounting the arms to the floor. On the next breath, slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae through the spine. Again, the last thing to look up will be the head. Once you've reached the top, recrossing the arms, bending the knees, reach up to the sky. Again, taking the palms together, take your hands slightly behind your head as you move into a small back bend. Squeeze the glutes. And then on the exhale, bringing the palms down to middle. Your eyes back to center as we reset. This time we're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. As you inhale, crossing the arms, bending the knees, then reaching up high into the sky as high as you can. And then as you exhale, diving the arms to the floor, mounting the chest. This time on the inhale, bending the knees enough, taking your palms to either sides of the feet. Taking the right foot back into a high lunge. Taking the left foot back into a plank. This time, everyone taking the knees down to the ground first as you move down through your push-up position. Right down to the floor. Once you've reached the bottom, taking the feet together and then sitting right back onto your heels with your hips, keeping the arms exactly where they are as you move into your child's pose. Keeping the arms long, just mount your chest down to the floor. Staying here for 2 more breaths. On the inhale, long spine. And then on the exhale, mounting your chest to the floor. Again, inhale, long spine. And then exhale, mounting the chest to the floor. On the next breath in, slowly shifting your weight forward so you're coming off the heels with the hips. Take your hands to the right side. As you sit onto your right hip, swing your legs right around to the front and then take a seat. I want you to bring yourself right to the front of your mat. So your toes are right on the edge. Just sitting there with the knees bent, take your palms around towards your hamstrings. And I want you to tuck your chin in nice and close to the chest. Slowly, you're going to be lowering your back and spine to the floor. Inch by inch, continue to hold the hamstrings until your arms are straight, then slowly lower yourself down to the ground. The last thing that will touch will be the back of the head. Then once you're there, grab around the shins, tuck your knees into your body and just rock gently side to side. Just rolling out the spine here on your mat. Small rocks. Keeping the head on the ground. And then on the next breath, stopping the rocks, you take your knees so they're stacked over the hips with your knees and feet together touching. Take the arms out wide so they're horizontal, one line through the hands and through the shoulders. Take your palms so they meet the floor. Using your core, slowly taking both knees across to the right hand side first. Keeping a 90 degrees within the knee joint. Keeping the palms pressed into the floor, keeping the shoulders in contact with the floor. If your knees don't touch the ground, then that's totally okay. Take them as low as they can go while maintaining that contact with the shoulders and the hands. Once you're there, stay for 3 breaths. You can keep the eye gaze in line with the legs, or you can look towards the opposite wall, away from the legs. And staying here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, breathing out. Again, inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, breathing out. And then on the next inhale, pushing your palms into the ground. Taking your eye gaze back to center this time. Use your core to slowly bring the knees up to the center, just nice and gently. And once they've reached there, I want you to reset yourself. Have your shoulders in contact, your hands in contact with your mat. And then again, using the core, keep your knees at 90 degrees while you slowly lower them to the opposite side. Keeping the feet in contact, keeping the knees touching. Again, go as low as you can go. Take the eye gaze with the legs. Or if you want a little bit more of a stretch through the neck and the spine, look in the opposite direction. And then once you're here, staying for 3 breaths. On the inhale, again, keeping the spine long. Find your contact positions. And then on the exhale, just feel your body melt into your mat. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, melt. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, melt. On the next breath in, finding those contact points again with the hands and the shoulders. Take the eye gaze back to center, using the core to slowly bring the knees and the feet back to center. Nice and smooth. Once you've reached the middle, grabbing around the shins, pulling your knees into your chest and pulling them in nice and tight this time, rocking gently side to side. Again, massaging the spine on your mat. And keep rocking. And then stopping the rocks, but keeping the knees pulled in as close as you can. Lift your head slightly off the ground as you pull in as tight as you can for 5 seconds. 5, 4, a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. 3, 2, 1. And then releasing everything down to your mat. Releasing the arms. Releasing the legs. Just letting them land gently and softly on your mat. Keeping the feet hip width apart. Letting the ankles roll out to the sides. Keeping the arms away from the body with the palms facing the sky. As we move into our last pose of the practice, our relaxation. You can choose to keep a soft gaze here with the body relaxed, or you can close your eyes. As we'll take 5 deep breaths here. On the inhale, just filling up the body with as much air as you can. Feeling the diaphragm and the chest lift as you fill everything up. And then on the exhale, slowly exhaling. Letting all the tension and all of the stress release away from the body. On the inhale, filling the body with all of the air, let it circulate from head to toe. And then on the exhale, just letting the body fully relax. Inhale, filling the body, breathing in all the air. And then on the exhale, breathing out. Hands relax. Inhale, filling the body, breathing in. And then exhaling. And relax. Deep breath as you breathe in as much air as you can, all of the air, filling up the body, and then breathing all of the air out, and relax. Just slowly starting to move your fingertips, starting to move your toes just very softly as we bring some life back into the body. Just small movements, rotating the wrists, rotating the ankles, and slowly rotating the neck side to side. Making those movements a little bit bigger than on your next big inhale. Just rolling onto your right hand side, lying in a comfortable position here just for 2 breaths. On the inhale again, breathing in all of the air. And then on the exhale, staying relaxed. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, staying relaxed. On the next breath, just slowly, in your own time, making your way up to a seated position. If you'd like to, you can choose to sit cross-legged. Relaxing your palms to your knees or to your legs. And keeping the eyes closed. With a tall spine as we finish off our practice with 3 deep breaths. On the inhale, lifting through the chest, lifting through the spine nice and long. And then exhale, breathing all of the air out and relax. Inhale, filling the body with all the air, long spine. And slowly exhaling and relax. Last deep breath. Inhale, breathing in as much air as you can, filling the body with all of the air. And then slowly exhaling and relax. On your next breath, you can keep the hands where they are or bring the hands and palms together at your chest. You can slowly open the eyes. Namaste. Give yourself the ultimate clap and the ultimate gift for giving it your everything in this session, for finding that time to look after yourself, to work on your movement, and to work on your mind. You deserve everything that comes to you because this will make you a better person. Thank you so much for joining me in today's yoga class. Remember, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, then please give this a subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with the latest health and fitness videos. Remember to give this post a thumbs up if you enjoyed the session and you'd like to see more yoga classes. It is all of my infinite gratitude given to every single one of you for joining me in today's yoga. I hope to see you again.